You are now watching a Homewood Flossmoor High School Viking Broadcast Company student-run sports broadcast.
Away from witnessing the HF Vikings take on Bloom High School. How are you feeling tonight, Kenneth?
Feeling great. It's an electric atmosphere out here tonight. The crowd's looking good and the teams are looking good. I think we're in for a great game of basketball here tonight, John.
Yeah, the fans are crazy. It's a good night. The band is here. I was in the parking lot. I bet it's sold up by now. By the time I got here, it looked pretty sold up already. So it's a big turnout for this game, and it's pretty exciting. We were talking about last time, the Vikings game, that there weren't as many fans as we were looking to be here, but it looks like they're here now to support it. I know this is a highly anticipated game. I was talking to a lot of the players today, and they look like they're ready for it as well.
Oh, undoubtedly. The players are undoubtedly ready. This is a rematch game. I'm sure the fans are amped to see this as well. Bloom, I believe, ranked number 2 in the state. HF in number 7. It's a tight game. They just lost this last game to them, 60-58. Bloom won that one, and they're coming back with a vengeance here tonight. You can tell that just from the way they're starting. Everything looks high intensity. The band is playing loud, and the crowd is getting bigger by every minute here, just about 8 minutes before the game starts, John.
Yeah, everything looks really live out here tonight as we get ready for the game. I want to talk about that rematch game that we're going to have now. Not a rematch, but just we're going to be playing Bloom again. And besides HF, besides Thornwood, HF is the only team that came close into beating Bloom. We just saw their JV game, and they were seconds away from winning from 2 free throws that Bloom missed. The score was 39-38 Vikings. So.
Absolutely. Yes, JV game just played very hard here. Came down to 2 free throws for Bloom at the end. They were missed for a loss for Bloom at 38-39 there. Great game. Everyone was playing hard, high intensity, and we're looking for that same intensity here, if not more, out of our varsity team as they get ready to take the court here.
I see alongside Chad Reddy, a varsity starter for the Vikings. Now in his suit, he won't be starting due to injuries, and he was originally a starter for the team now. But due to injuries, he won't be able to, so.
Yeah, it's always rough for a team coming in, missing a starter, especially any player. It takes a hit to the morale, undoubtedly. The team operates as a family, practice together, long hours together, and I'm sure losing a teammate is hard, but there is a fire in the eyes of the Vikings tonight as they prepare for this game. They know it's going to be a difficult one, and I'm sure Coach Kandati has been preaching that this whole week as they've been preparing, and I'm positive that we're gonna be in for a great game, even missing Chad, and hopefully that will drive the Vikes to do even greater things here tonight.
Yeah, I think just the challenge of that is making them perform well and have us the outcome that we have right now. Everyone seems to, from what I'm seeing, to be making all of the shots that they're attempting. Good accuracy, and it seems like it's just high energy pack right now.
Oh, undoubtedly.
And it fits it fits the mood of it all. So.
Absolutely. This is the HF atmosphere. It's wild here. This is a school that's known for going viral on Twitter. This is a school that's known around the state and maybe even the nation here. This school is just known for its energy and its antics, and I think that we're in for a treat tonight, especially with a crowd as big as this one. Seeing a couple of big fans here from the football season, James Steiner, Perry Hogue over there, Winston Pauling. They were leading the student section during football season, and they're out here tonight, hopefully leading what will be the student section for this game, bringing the energy for the Vikes as they're playing.
That's right. And I feel as though with the crowd here and everything that it will get everything going, encourage the Vikings to keep fighting on. As the channel for the last game was Viking Power. Hopefully we can have more of that this game as well.
Absolutely. Vikings just doing absolutely anything they can to keep the intensity up here. High speed, mentally ready. Coach Kandati, a heavy factor here in the team's energy. He came in. I saw him earlier. And we got Mae Van Etten down here, our field reporter, and we're going to send it down to her real quick for a few words here.
That's right. With just 0 seconds left on the clock, HF was up by 1, and Bloom was unable to make both of the free throws that they had the opportunity to, making HF win 39-38. Congrats to the JV team, and hopefully varsity can do the same. Back to you guys.
Mae Van Etten there with a quick recap of our JV game. Came down, no time on the clock. Bloom had 2 free throws, missed both of them for a loss of 38-39. And really just a smooth reminder there of what happened at this last game here for the varsity team. A tight match came down to overtime, and it was just whoever's going to perform under pressure. Unfortunately, the Vikings came out short that last time, but we're looking for them to come back this time and do great things. We're looking for a great game here. Both teams are looking fired up here. Red versus blue tonight in the HF gymnasium here on the basketball court.
And like you were saying, the crowd is electrifying because when that occurred, you could just feel like the tension and everything like in the room when that was happening. And then when Bloom missed, like HF side just exploded.
Oh, undoubtedly. And I'm sure we're going to see a lot of that here. It was a lot of fans here for that JV game, but it is much more people here now.
Fans are filling the far back bleachers behind every part of the bleachers are filled now.
Oh, undoubtedly.
Yeah.
It is amazing here, and we've got as much support as we're going to get. We got the band out here. We got the fans out here. We got the cheer team out here. We've got the Palms team out here. There's teachers. There's students. There's parents. Everybody's out here. And it is just an electrifying atmosphere out here tonight. And we are in for an electrifying basketball game. And everything is just lining up tonight here for a phenomenal experience here for both the viewers and the fans. And it is going to be a treat for sure.
The Vikings will be facing off against Simeon next week, which is, I know, is a high-performing basketball team, a school in the city. So they'll be in Chicago next week, December 21st. So day after we get, I think a day after we get out of school, right?
Absolutely.
After HF lets out for school. And I think just playing against Bloom before they take on that big game against Simeon will get them ready. We'll get them in a mindset that, hey, we got a lot of good games coming our way, and especially as the year is closing out, the 2018 year. Now, the Simeon game will be HF's last game of the school year, so they'll get ready for the second half of their team of playing basketball, yeah. So I think Simeon will prepare. I think Bloom's going to prepare them against Simeon and just give them like the energy that they need to like carry over to the next week as well.
Absolutely. Simeon, a historically great basketball team. Bloom ranked very high this year. Should be 2 great games back to back. We've got the pleasure of bringing this one here to you. Be there at the Simeon game at Simeon on the 21st. Should be another phenomenal experience and yet another challenge for the HF Vikings.
We're just seconds away from the game. The players are heading back to the bench now, getting ready now. Starters for tonight include, HF starters for tonight include R.J. Ogum, Oscar Parrish, Damon Trice, Isaac Standback, and Marion Scott.
Absolutely.
So
All phenomenal multi-year players here on varsity for the Vikings. They'll be taking the court. Absolute factors here tonight in this game. The entire starting lineup performing. Marion Scott showing out in this last game. Just demolishing the court. Just taking over a player known for just dominating the court, doing everything to get to the net and getting it in.
I think that's going to play a big factor into it as well. I think they should consider that, and also like ball movement too, to tire the other team out and try to sink as many as they can. We are getting ready
for the
national anthem. We had a fan actually from our JV team, one of the fathers. There was no national anthem singer last home game, so he took it upon himself to sing the national anthem, and he had an electrifying performance, as you've seen. It's
for the playing of our national anthem by our own HF band under the direction of Sarah Whitlock. The starting lineup for the Bloom Township Blazing Trojans.
Bloom now giving their starting lineup.
Number 1, a 6'1" junior guard,
preparing to take the
Donovan
court here.
Newby.
Coming out of the warm-ups,
Number 22,
Bloom.
6'7" senior forward, Kevin Vance. Number 2, a 6'10" junior forward, Marquise Mitchell. Number 12, 6'2" junior guard, Dante Maddox Jr. And number 11, a 6'3" junior guard, Keshawn Williams. The Blazing Trojans are coached by Dante Maddox, Janelle Moore, and Joanne Nelson. Now put your hands together for the starting lineup of the Homewood Flossmoor Vikings.
Vikings now taking the court.
23, a 6'6" junior.
Talked about this starting lineup just a second ago here. Absolutely amazing. There's no other way to put it. Players that have been performing for multiple years here on varsity. Players that stand out when it comes not only to a game-to-game basis, just in general, just amazing players, season round. Some of them multi-sport athletes. Marion Scott, a starting wide receiver for the football team as well. He is just athletes.
And also, like, if you would agree with me, a relatively young team as well, too, right? Many juniors, and Chad being a sophomore.
Good luck to both teams and let's play
And a relatively young team that we have here today,
Lots of seniors, but lots of juniors as well. I believe Chad is the only sophomore on the team.
Yeah, Chad's the only sophomore. I believe 3 or 4 juniors: Brandon Brewer, Josiah Palmer, Dejon Ramsey Lucas, Michael Colin Fields, RJ Ogum, and the rest being seniors. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Yep. Both teams take the court. Get ready for the tip-off.
Ready for the tip-off here. Bloom's going to get the ball. Starting here, good ball movement. Bloom, a strong team, tall team here. Can see just a little bit of that height. Isaac Standback with a quick steal there.
And Vikings have the first point of the game.
Absolutely. Up for the point there, Damian Trice a senior, standing at 6'1".
This is what the Vikings won. Points gained scored early for them.
Absolutely set the tone. First free throw. There it is. Bloom with the rebound. HF is going to look for plays like that all game. Just take advantage of opportunity. Set the tone. Let the other team know that you're the big dog and that you are not going to go down without a fight.
Oscar Parrish
coming down the court here. Passing back, Isaiah Stanback. Bloom taking the ball here. Rebounded by the Vikings.
Here's R.J. Ogum.
Quick dunk there by R.J. Ogum. Good aggression.
Like we said, high energy game, and already only 1 minute in, and we have seen a dunk by the Viking, and we've also seen a layup and a free throw attempt.
Absolutely. It's a quick game. Games like this tend to be like that. Evenly matched teams, a fire in the eye of both teams. They played each other. Oscar Parrish for the three. Vikings dominating early game here. 7 points on the board already. Timeout right now.
The Vikings, I see.
We're going to take a quick commercial break during this timeout. You're watching Viking Television.
In Flossmoor, Forever Yogurt in Cherry Creek Shopping Center, Upsa Daisy Boutique in downtown Henry.
And we're back here after a quick timeout here in the early game. Bloom is going to take the ball. Damian Trice playing a stiff defense here.
A lot of ball movement from Bloom, really working the Vikings. Vikings keeping up though.
Quick point there. Quick two for the Bloom Township here.
Oscar Parrish getting down
Oscar
fast.
Parrish playing aggressive here. Fouled on his way up there. 2 free throws for Oscar Parrish.
Oscar Parrish.
First one's good.
He makes the first.
Bloom with a quick sub in between free throws here.
More.
Oscar Parrish up for a second free throw. And it's good.
That's just what the Vikings need. They need to capitalize on any opportunity they have there to get some more points on the board, to get a good lead as long as they can.
Absolutely. The Vikings taking a big lead here in the beginning. Hopefully they can keep it 9-2 right now. The Vikings are dominating the court right now. Marion Scott with the rebound. Quick move there. He's going up, loses the ball, blocked, and Bloom comes down with the rebound. Good ball movement. Ball taken by Marion Scott. Pass intended for Oscar Parrish.
Oscar's
Just missed here. Bloom's gonna get the ball.
Oscar continuing to motion when neither Scott or Trice is running the ball down. Looks like he wants to make his move while he gets down there.
Oscar Parrish, good awareness here of what's going on the court. Block shot there, but a foul on the Vikings.
Just hearing the cheerleaders, they sound more aggressive than they usually do as well. Everyone's feeling the energy of this game.
Absolutely, it's full energy here tonight for this game. Seems like pretty much all of both schools knew what they were in for here. Both sides of the stands are full. Once again, an electric atmosphere here tonight. Looks like the refs are having a little debate here on the court. Isaac Stanback with some quick input.
Getting it on into.
Two free throws here for number 22 on Bloom Township. Kevin Banks. First free throw is bad. Up for a second attempt here. Second was good there. Making the score 9-3 here on this game. Vikings leading with 4 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first quarter.
Oscar Parrish is now back up top now. Stanback's up back.
Here. Damian Trice to R.J. Ogun. Trice Williams, number 5, in on the game here. Quick pass back to Isaac Stanback, who gets a quick layup in for two. Making the score 11-3 here. Just 4 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
I see that there are a lot of overhead passes with Bloom. They're trying to, if you would say out, I don't know, like just
a taller team, you know. A lot of height here. Trice Williams, quick steal. Oscar Parrish. R.J. Ogun for 3, misses it. Number 22 on Bloom, Kevin Banks coming down with the rebound. Tipped by number 2, out on Bloom.
Scott's back in now. Ogun's out.
A lot of quick turnarounds this game. Oscar Parrish with the ball. Pass back to Marion Scott, who's going to go up for 2 and sinks it.
Marion just getting back in is already doing what he's supposed to do for the Vikings to get them up top.
10-point lead here for the Vikings, 13-3. To 5 now. Bloom, quick 2 points.
Vikings waste no time
Trice
getting that
Williams
ball.
looking for a quick turnaround there, just barely missing the shot for 2. Down court to Trice Williams, who is blocked by number 2 on Bloom Township. Marion Scott blocking number 1 on Bloom. Foul though. Getting ready for his free throws. Just 2 minutes and 43 seconds left here in this first quarter.
The crowd is going with the pace of this game as well. Going backwards and forwards, the crowd was out of their seats.
And for his first free throw, it's bad. R.J. Ogun subbed back in here for Oscar Parrish. Number 1 for Bloom Township, preparing for his second free throw. And it's good, making the score 13-6 here. With just 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first quarter.
A lot of ball movement from the Vikings. Two open.
Number 2, Damian Trice, looking for 3 there, missing his opportunity.
Trice is down. Williams to Scott.
Marion Scott looking for a quick layup there.
Accidentally tipped it back into Bloom.
Foul call.
And it seemed like that's how it's going. It's a lot of movement. It's everyone trying to see how many shots they can sink in until one of them makes it or one of them gets fouled.
Seems like there's going to be a lot of fouls this game as both teams playing high intensity. Just a lot of intensity, a lot of aggression tonight, trying to get to the hoop, not being afraid to assert yourself in the paint. And that's going to generate fouls, but I don't think either teams are afraid of that.
That's right. As we said, like this, both teams seem to be very aggressive. Seems to not be a problem for them. They're still going to keep on with the game.
Trace Williams for 2. Foul called there on Isaac Standback. Second foul of the game. Ball passed in here by Bloom.
Another foul called on Vikings.
Lots of fouls tonight. Second foul for RJ Ogun here. Just a minute and 40 seconds left here in the first quarter as number 12 for Bloom Township goes up for his first free throw, and it's good.
Standbacks.
Score 13-7 here. Minute 40 left, first quarter.
Saw Standback just debating with the referee again over the foul called on him.
Standback inserting himself in these referee conversations here. Third free throw for number 12 is good. Making the score 13-8 here with a minute and 37 seconds on the clock. Oscar Parrish with the ball.
A lot of movement from the Vikings.
The ball to Trace Williams. Passing the ball to Oscar Parrish for 3, and it's good. Oscar Parrish fired up here.
And like you said, Kenneth, like I'm looking at the fans there. There are a lot of basketball and football players from Vikings watching the game right now. Previous on the team, and football players that are just out to see their teammates.
Bloom for 2 there. Oscar Parrish with the ball.
Trace tries to sink that 3.
A lot of ball movement here by Bloom. Coming quickly accustomed to this. As they move the ball around outside the arc. Looking for an opportunity to shoot here.
10 seconds left, seeing if Bloom will even attempt to make a shot.
Number 1 for Bloom, driving. Quick 2 points there, making the score 16-10 here at the end of the first quarter. We're going to go to a quick commercial break at the end of this quarter as the band prepares to play. You're watching Viking Television. Stay tuned.
A special thanks to our Viking Broadcasting Company's gold sponsors, Orthodontics Associates in Flossmoor, Forever Yogurt in Cherry Creek Shopping Center, Upsa Daisy Boutique in downtown Homewood, Fred Cheney Coaching Experience, Brian Peterson LJW Realty, and Team Mac.
We try to spread joy with our product, with our location, with our staff members. Like I said, we are trying to build a happy place. Everyone deserves a happy place, and we just want to be that for our community residents.
CrossFit Chicago Heights provides workout sessions at a high intensity to develop all kinds of strength and agility. Workouts consist of small groups or individual lessons run by trained fitness professionals. Come sign up now at CrossFit Chicago Heights.
Want to learn to play the piano like a cool cat? Paws and Scales, a piano tutoring service run entirely by felines. With inspiring ability to jump so very high, our competition can't touch us. Paws and Scales, we teach humans how to play like animals. Want to learn?
We're back. You're watching Viking television. It's HF home of Flossmoor Vikings versus Broome Township here. A rematch game. Score is 16-12. 7 minutes and 57 seconds in the second quarter here. Marion Scott for the Vikings with the ball. Ball passed out of bounds by Damian Trice. Bloome's going to take the ball.
I see a lot of communicating on the field on the court on the Vikings side as well. Williams I saw just motioning to Trice about it.
Bloom, a large team, but not a scared team at all either. If they see an opportunity, if they see a lane, they're going to hit it every single time. No second thought. Oscar Parrish, RJ Ogum to Trace Williams looking for the three. Quick putback by Marion Scott for two, making the score 18-14 here with just 7 minutes and 5 seconds left in the second quarter.
Marion Scott down the middle, able to tip that in. Really need that height on the Vikings side.
Absolutely. Marion Scott standing out not just because of his height, standing in at 6'4", but a man who can jump high and is not afraid to get in your face, block your shot, as you just saw here.
And Stanback's back. Stanback's back.
Stanback's back. Back in the game here. Bloom Township with the ball. Quick pass to the outside. Oscar Parrish on that right away. Quick two there for Bloom Township, looking to close the gap. 10-point lead. 10-point lead there. 10-point lead there for the Vikings earlier in the game, but with just 2 points leading now, the Vikings looking to extend that lead again. RJ Ogum at the free throw line. Coach Condotti talking to number one, Oscar Parrish there. As RJ prepares for his first free throw. And it's good.
Makes the first.
RJ Ogum coming in from Marion to home of Flossmoor his sophomore year.
Makes both of his free throws. RJ, a transfer student, showing out on varsity as a sophomore, now a junior. Absolutely phenomenal player here for the Vikings. Oscar Parrish coming down the court with the ball here. Good ball movement yet again. Isaiah Stanback working a move. He's in the paint. He's up for two.
Stanback just a beast going in there.
Not afraid he got fouls. He's going to take his free throws.
And just like we were predicting, Kenneth, you see what the score is now, 22-19. The Vikings had a great lead at first, but now the Bloom is catching up to them. So now they need to take advantage of shots like those. to try to get back up and more in their favor, which it still is, 23-19, but just to a larger deficit, which they hope to have.
Absolutely. The Vikings are playing more on the outside. We're seeing a little more aggression in the paint from Bloom right now, looking for those two-point opportunities, whereas we see the Vikings staying outside the arc more, looking for their threes. Oscar Parrish for two. Doesn't go in. Bloom with the rebound.
The crowd is getting fired up.
Quick rebound there for the Vikings. Ball goes back to Bloom very quickly. Looking for three. Number one. And he hits that. Bloom Township, a quick turnaround. Timeout call for the Vikings.
The Vikings are going to need to be careful for that. It's
number one on Bloom Township with 12 points, leading the team by a heavy margin here. Absolute factor here for Bloom Township.
for the first time in this
out.
game. Sorry to cut you off there, Ken. For the first time in this game, Bloom is now taking lead 25-23.
Bloom, I'm sure, looking to keep that lead. But the Vikings, playing hard themselves this game, sure are not apt to let them keep that lead. It's games like this where the best in players come out. Everyone has to be playing at their hardest for as long as possible. Looking for a quick win here.
The Vikings are just, seem like they're just rotating between their starters.
Absolutely. Oscar Parrish to Isaac Stanback for a quick two.
And Bloom is still keeping up with the Vikings' energy. A lot of ball movement we are still seeing.
Tying the game very quickly there. Isaac Stanback. But Bloom fighting to keep that lead. 27-25, 2 points. 2-point margin here in this game.
Now it's just a back and forth shooting contest. We see Stanback down.
Stanback's down in the corner here.
We see athletic aide going over to Stanback, make sure he's all right.
Athletic trainer Brad Pliny over there. Looking at Stanback. He's going to quickly make his way back over to the bench here. Looking like he may be good to play. He's going back on the court here. Isaac Stanback a little shaken up for a second there, but a strong player, and he won't be slowed down here by a simple fall like that one.
A lot of talk between the referees and coaches, and referees and players as well this game. Stanback still debating with the referee again.
Back at the game, number 5, Trace Williams.
Stanback pulled out here. Trace put back in. Kandati having a quick word with his player.
We now see number 24, Cameron Wright, come in. Varsity quarterback for the HF Vikings alongside Dominic Jones.
Absolutely. Looking for a quick pass there to RJ Ogun. Can't quite make it there.
think the Vikings are now going to see how they can play now by adding Wright in. See if they can't prevent Bloom from taking these shots and making a couple of their own.
Bloom looking like they're getting a little cocky there outside the arc. Missing the threes now. Damian Trice with the ball. Damian Trice to Marion Scott. A lot of good ball movement here. Marion Scott up for two. Just barely misses it. Can't come down with the ball. R.J. Ogum looking for two.
Vikings attempting to rebound and kept putting it back up. R.J. Ogum, big man.
Bloom Township with the ball here. Bloom still leading by two. Score 27-25 here. Approaching the end of the first half of this game. Marion Scott stealing the ball. Quick pass to Damian Trice, who's up for two. Quick layup there. Tying this game right back up. Damian Trice. 2 minutes and 27 seconds left in this half. Third foul for R.J. Ogum here. It's number 12 for Bloom Township. Prepares for 2 free throws.
Ogum's going to have to be careful with the fouls returning for the second half of this game.
First free throw is good. Oscar Parrish back in here for R.J. Ogum. Both free throws good here for number 12 for Bloom Township. Taking the lead 29-27. Bloom. Oscar Parrish has the ball. Marion Scott. Quick traveling call there.
Marion Scott moving pretty fast. Had good intentions.
Marion Scott always looking for something to do with the ball, whether it be pass or shoot. Overshot the three there. Isaac Standback coming down with the ball. Damian Trice now.
Oscar Parrish motioning for the ball, not able to get it.
Quick two for Bloom Township. Extending their lead to 31-27 with just under a minute and a half left here in this half. A minute and 26 seconds on the clock. Trace Williams back in the game.
We've been seeing a lot of passes going out of bounds for Vikings.
Absolutely, a lot of quick passes. Looking to get to the outside players there. Some of them almost uncatchable there and flying a little out of bounds. As to be expected when trying to keep the tempo up on the court.
As Bloom is doing right now.
Isaac Standback with the ball. Coming down fast and hard here. He's looking for his two. Standback fouled here. Awaiting his free throws. His shoe has come off.
That's what I think would happen with Standback last time he was down.
Having some trouble on time.
Yeah. Something with his shoe, getting his shoe right.
Absolutely. Got to make sure the shoes are tight on the court there. Don't want to roll an ankle or anything like that. Looking for ankle support. Shoes coming off is never a good sign.
But still, the way he drives to the paint.
Fearless. So, great trait there. Asserting himself in the paint and doing everything to get those points. First free throw is up. And it's bad. Bloom coming down with the ball. Trace Williams playing defense here.
Of course, he needs to be more spaced out. Everyone seems to be in their respective part. Man, wide open.
Bloom being very slow and careful with the ball here. Trying to hold it till the end of the game. Missing that free throw there. Layup there. Two free throws for number 0 on Bloom Township. First one's good. Second free throw is good. And that is going to leave 3 seconds in the half here. That's going to close the half here for HF Viking basketball. Bloom up 33-27. We're going to take a quick commercial break. You're watching Viking television. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Discover your future at Prairie State College. You'll find great faculty, affordable tuition, and flexible scheduling. With a variety of degree and certificate options, it's easy to discover the career of your dreams. The best part? We're right down the street. Register today at prairiestate.edu.
At Proven IT, we dedicate ourselves to helping our customers succeed. That's why we're the official business systems provider of the Chicago Bears, transforming workplace productivity. Proven IT.
Located in Chicago Heights, Supreme Clientele Barber and Beauty Salon creates a friendly, carefree environment to get a quality haircut. No matter what type of hair you have, with awards and 5-star reviews, Supreme Clientele is the place to get your hair cut, colored, and styled.
Since 1978, the Urban Health Program at the University of Illinois at Chicago has worked to change the face of healthcare during the past 40 years. UHP has helped thousands of Black, Latinx, and Native American students realize their academic and professional dreams of earning professional degrees and starting professional careers. Since 1978, the Urban Health Program at the University of Illinois at Chicago has worked to change the face of healthcare during the past 40 years. UHP has helped thousands of Black, Latinx, and Native American students realize their academic and professional dreams of earning professional degrees and starting professional careers. Since 1970,
The Just Like You Club is having a Pack the Gym Night event, coming soon to Homewood Flossmoor High School in January. To support boys basketball, we're trying to get the entire South Gym packed with as many loud, supportive, and cheering HF fans as possible for our basketball games. Come out to support HF boys basketball as they take on the Thornton Wildcats on January 8th, 2019. There will be 3 games taking place that night, including the Unified Vikings game that take place at 4 p.m., the sophomore game at 5:30 p.m., and the varsity game starting at 7 p.m. It's a night filled with food, fun, and basketball. You can catch all the action on Tuesday, January 8th in the South Gym. See you all then.
What's up, Viking Hoop fans? We're back for week 2 of the Ball Crusher. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. And that she was, folks. Sophomore Grace Hall put on an amazing, outstanding, astonishing, and sensational performance against our rivals, Lincoln Way East.
Grace had 35 points, but the most important bucket came from double overtime.
HF and Lincoln Way East were all tied up, 65-65, and Grace caught the ball and hit her defenders with the up and under move and knocked down the shot with only 4 seconds to go. Not in Daddy's house. Grace also threw a block party here on Kedzie. If you weren't here to see it, check it out. Congratulations to Grace Hall for winning the Ball Crusher Award for the 2nd week in a row. You go, Grace Hall. And an even bigger congrats to the Lady Vikings for a phenomenal, hard-fought game, finishing off the Griffins 67-65 in double OT. Now on to the boys, who also play Lincoln Way East. The Vikings were pressing the Griffins from half court, and senior Marion Scott snuck up from behind the defender, steals the ball, and slams one home for the Vikings. Let's see that again in slow-mo. Congrats to Marion Scott for winning the Ball Crusher Award for week 2. The boys also finished out with a 64-54 win over Lincoln Way East. Job well done to both the girls and the boys for beating East. Keep it up and stay warm, Vikings. Whew, is it halftime yet?
Coach told us in practice, he said, just go out there, wrestle hard, pick him up, slam him on his head, and get the pin. So that's what we out here doing. I feel great, crowd's great, I'm great, and it's just a good day.
We down some points already because of some forfeits, and I think we're doing our best out here to get them points back. The atmosphere out here is crazy out here. It's like, it's much more people than I thought it would be out here. It's like crazy. Much more than I've seen at a wrestling match. Our team out here, this is the best I've seen them wrestle in a minute. Zolan wrestling at his best, Antonio at his best. It's a great atmosphere. Coach told us before we wrestle, he was like, we gotta do us. We gotta wrestle at the top of our ability.
He just said, do me. And that's what I did.
Welcome to another edition of PTI HF Edition. I'm Donald Crocker alongside sports gurus Kenneth Powell and Jonathan Israel. We discuss hot topics, and today we talk about the lack of support at sporting events. Last month there was a very discouraging number of fans compared to our opponent, Marist, when the football team competed in the quarterfinals. And more recently, there was lack of HF students at the boys basketball game opener last Friday. Fellas, either sports aren't important anymore, we don't have any school spirit, or people just don't care? What is it?
I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
All righty, and we're back as the HF Steppers are here on the court for their first performance at a sporting event of the year. We've got Mae Van Nedden, our field reporter, down here on that. We're going to send it down to her very quickly.
Hi guys, I'm here with Coach Kandati. So Coach, we were up at the beginning and now we're down by just a few points. What do you think we can do to make sure this doesn't happen in the second half?
I think we relaxed a little bit on defense after the first 5 minutes of the game, so we just got to work harder on the defensive end of the floor. Offensively, we got to just get back into our groove, get back into our patterns, and make sure that we're getting what we want and not rushing through things.
Great, thank you so much, Coach. Back to you guys.
And we're back. That was the head coach, Coach Kandati, here for the HF Vikings, speaking very quickly on their defensive performance here, which has been a little sloppy. Couple of fouls there we saw in the first half. HF Steppers completing their performance here, the first performance of the year on the court. Electrifying, had the stands at attention here.
The crowd really loves the
Still
HF
going.
Steppers. It's a culture, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They have been awaiting this performance. Whole football season, they were missing. Had a quick demo for everybody there at Boys to Excellence earlier this year. Viking Television had a quick broadcast for you of that as well. But now this is the first sporting event they've been at as they make their dynamic exit. Quick music there, a lot of energy the whole way through their performance.
Absolutely.
With just 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining here in halftime.
Back to what we heard down there with Maeve, it seems like that he wants the Vikings to slow it down a little bit more, take their time, plan out what they're going to do a little bit more, and really get on defense is also what he was saying.
Absolutely. Just be more focused on defense, really get out there and perform. Offensively, they've been doing a good job here, keeping up scoring-wise, but it's a matter of stopping the other team from scoring is what it seems like here, and limiting the fouls as Bloom has gotten about 5 points here just off of free throws alone.
That's true, and also what that comes into is what we were saying was that making the most of that, taking advantage of when the other team does foul you to make as many points as you can, because now as we see that HF is not going into this half leading, it was what they started, so.
Yes, HF started very quickly. In the first half, they came out, scored 7 points in the first minute of the game, and just started asserting their dominance on the court immediately. But as Coach Kandati put it, they relaxed a little bit, felt a little safe in their lead, and seemingly forgot about their loss to them previously. That's right. They need to extend their lead and keep it by focusing up on defense and stopping the other team from scoring, because as any great coach or player would tell you, they can't win if they can't score.
That's true. I'm just looking at the HF side of the bleachers. I see more fans still coming in. Still more fans coming in after the second half. So it still shows how much we're still going to get involved and how it's not over. And the Vikings and HF thinks it's not over either, and our Vikings still have a chance.
Absolutely. Still very early in the game. We're only halfway through here. 26 seconds here to start the third quarter, second half of Viking basketball here. Still great energy in the stands on both sides. Still great energy from both teams. Both coaches looking fired up. Both teams looking intent and ready to play.
And we're going to be looking from the Vikings side more control of the ball and better defense as well. Better control of the ball, better defense, slowing things down a little bit more, controlling the ball.
Yeah, just it's the small things. It's just staying completely attent, staying calm under pressure, and performing at all times. And if they can do that, then they can win this game. But Bloom is not going to let them take that lead, so they will have to fight for it. Bloom, some good ball movement there. Tipped by Isaiah Standback. Marion Scott with the ball. Oscar Parrish. Good ball movement here. RJ Ogum for two. Coming short there. Fighting for the ball here. RJ Ogum.
RJ Ogum already starting out aggressively, but still needs to be careful, still keep in mind.
Absolutely. Teams looking to put points on the board early here. Gotten the ball back. RJ Ogum for two. That's going to be good.
That was a sweet move by RJ Ogum. Nice spin move.
Bloom Township, number one. We've seen him previously make a shot from way outside the arc. Sinking yet another three here. It's going to make 15 points on the day for number one for Bloom Township. Isaiah Standback for two.
Isaac Standback was waiting, impatient with them to make that shot. It seemed like he was thinking about it more.
Mitchell Ortiz, that's your third. Team's first.
And they're taking their time and they're waiting for Bloom to make the mistakes and the fouls for them.
Absolutely. HF looking a lot more under control here coming into this second half. Bloom with the ball.
Turnover Viking.
The thing that the Vikings are trying to master seems like how can they still be calm, relaxed, but still keep that same focus and energy than before.
Damian Trice trying to grab the ball there, pushing it out of bounds. Coach Condotti looking a little aggravated about that one, but the team's going to keep moving forward here. Trying to come back from this 7-point deficit currently. Marion Scott with the ball. Looking to move it down court. Oscar Parrish.
Able to catch it. Not going out of bounds, Oscar Parrish.
Timeout called by the Vikings.
Timeout called by the Vikings. It's 29-36 here. Bloom Township up in this third quarter. Just 5 minutes and 43 seconds left. We're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back. You're watching Viking Television. Stay tuned. Band's playing at full force here. Band playing at full force here. Both teams coming out calm and collected into the third quarter here. 5 minutes and 43 seconds left.
And even though the Vikings haven't been putting as many points as they wanted to, I feel like that still Coach Condotti is pleased with what he's seeing with the control, movement, and everything. between the players. Control.
Number 11 for Bloom Township. Quick dunk there, quick turnaround. Damian Trice with the ball. Picking up speed yet again. Isaac Stanback looking for two. Stanback foul.
It looks like Isaac Stanback's doing anything he can to try to get that, to try to put the ball up. It seems like while doing that, while putting just that effort forth, it's like helping the Vikings.
Vikings are in a 9-point deficit right now. Still not too late to come back though. Plenty of time left in this game. 13 minutes total here. Vikings looking much more focused on defense right now. Yet another dunk, number 22 for Bloom Township, extending their lead up to 11 points here. 40-29. Isaac Stanback trying to close the gap once again. Quick layup. 31-40 minutes. Another timeout called here by the Vikings.
We just saw 2 times where
we're going to take it to a quick commercial here as the band is playing. We'll be back. You're watching Viking Television. Stay tuned.
A special thanks to our Viking Broadcasting Company's gold sponsors: Orthodontics Associates in Flossmoor, Forever Yogurt in Cherry Creek Shopping Center, Ups a Daisy Boutique in downtown Homewood, Fred Cheney Coaching Experience, Brian Peterson LJW Realty, and Team Mac. A special thanks to our Viking Broadcasting Company's gold sponsors: Orthodontics Associates in Flossmoor, Forever Yogurt in Cherry Creek Shopping Center, Ups a Daisy Boutique in downtown Homewood, Fred Cheney Coaching Experience, Brian Peterson LJW Realty, and Team Mac. A special thanks to our Viking Broadcasting Company's gold.
And we're back. 4 minutes and 34 seconds left here in the third quarter. Scores 40-31 Bloom. Bloom extending that lead to 43-31 here. HF in a 12-point deficit, looking to close. Marion Scott quickly fouled there. The team's looking a little fired up here tonight.
Still looks like they're still keeping that same focus and energy. Making sure they get down when Bloom gets down, too, to prevent any more shots from being
Damian Trice with the ball, quickly to RJ Ogum. Good ball movement here on the Viking side. Damian Trice looking for two. Damian Trice fouled.
That foul's at number 1, Donovan Newby. Donovan, that's your second. Team's third.
Number 1, Donovan Newby. Marion Scott looking to pass the ball in here. He's going to find Isaac Stanback.
Jump ball. Blue.
Jump ball here.
Bloom's getting in with the ref now.
Step down the line. Viking ball.
Vikings now have possession. Bloom stepping out of line. Nice spin move by Stanback.
Isaac Stanback looking for two, fighting for it.
Whenever seeing Stanback or even Trice having the ball, you just see like the focus and the awareness that they have. they scope out like all their moves and everything. Stanback seems to mainly go down, but I notice like whenever Trice has the ball, he always like looks around the court, and it's just observing. He's an observant player. I've been noticing.
Absolutely. Stanback not liking being in this deficit right now. Absolutely trying to get points on the board any way he can, seizing any opportunity he sees fit, just doing anything possible to get his points back. Seems like a quick pause here on the court as the refs are trying to figure out exactly what's happening here.
It seemed like there's a lot.
2 free throws for Isaac Stanback.
It seemed like there's a lot of disputes between the refs this game, making sure everyone gets like a fair call, and the game is being played as the way it should be.
Absolutely. Isaac Stanback missing his first free throw, going up for a second one here, and it's good.
Shooting the technical will be Marion.
11-point deficit now, 32 to 43. Marion Scott shooting the technical. Marion Scott up for the free throw, and it's good. 33 to 43, Bloom leading still. Marion for a second free throw. Just 3 minutes and 39 seconds remaining in the third quarter of Viking basketball here. Marion Scott's second free throw just barely misses.
These free throws are going to count up for the Vikings, as they had for Bloom and how they caught up. And soon if the Vikings continue to make their free throws, try and get more shots, then they can be just right back up there with Bloom.
Oscar Parrish with the ball here. More quick ball movement. Isaiah Stanback looking for 2.
Again, Stanback is fouled.
Fouled yet again. Isaiah Stanback coming off the free throw line, right back to it. Quick discussion here between refs. 2 free throws. Stanback up for his first free throw. It's good.
Another chance for the Vikings to try to gain some extra points.
Second free throw is good. Free throws very quickly helping to close this gap between these two teams. R.J. Ogum grabbing the ball, getting it back to Damian Trice. Good ball movement all around here.
Damian Trice looks like that he hurt his knee, leg.
Some sort of quick injury here for Damian Trice. Looking a little out of it. Athletic trainer on the scene, Brad Kleine, aiding him very quickly there. Seeming like it's something with his knee, but we're back. Game moves forward. R.J. Ogum for 3. Just barely misses there. Number 12 on Bloom. Tipped out. Turnover by Bloom there. Marion Scott looking to take the ball here. Oscar Parrish with the ball. Moving slowly up the court here. Ball to Marion Scott. R.J. Ogum. Trace Williams now in the game. Oscar Parrish looking for 3 there, misses it.
That would have been close on the Vikings side if they hadn't turned around as quickly in just enough time. And getting in front of the basket before Bloom's able to shoot it.
A lot of shot attempts in a very short period there. Number 1 on Bloom Township with the ball. Passing it out there.
Bloom still capitalizing on these high overhead passes that I keep frequently seeing on their side.
RJ Ogun with the ball to Trace. Ball out on Bloom. Brandon Brewer.
Junior making his first appearance in the game.
In for Oscar Parrish.
Highlights of tonight's game will be shown at the high school.
Second junior into this game from the Vikings side. RJ Ogum and Brandon Brewer. Trying to see what they can do.
Only standing at 5'8" here. Marion Scott looking for some points. Quickly put back up by Isaiah Stanback. The Vikings very quickly closing this gap here. Score now 37-43 with 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the third quarter of Viking basketball.
Seems like there's a new vigor in the crowd now, and even on the court. As the Vikings, I think the Vikings are now aware of this too, and as the crowd is not too far until they can close this gap.
Cameron Wright back in the game here.
Vikings are trying to rip the ball.
Back in the game, Brandon Brewer.
Vikings are trying to keep this fast pace still keeping their focus by subbing out, subbing in, moving players around, trying to get to Bloom.
Kandati just trying to find what's going to work for him here. Quick block there by Isaac Stanback.
That fouls on Trace Williams. Trace, that's your first. Team second. It's right shooting. Williams.
I see a lot of communicating on the court, which is good on the Vikings side. Working together, making sure they're all on the same page to have minimal errors as possible.
Absolutely. Minimizing the margin for error here. Second free throw for number 11 on Bloom Township, and it's up. And it's good. 37-44 here. Vikings closing the gap significantly since the start of the half. Brandon Brewer and Marion Scott. Marion and RJ. A lot of movement there outside the arc. Marion Scott coming up looking for two, and it's good. 39-44 with just a minute left here in the third quarter of Viking basketball.
The refs are just calling any and everything they see here at this game.
Cameron Wright back in the game for Isaac Stanback now.
Back in the game, Maddox.
Cameron Wright standing at 6 feet. Jordan Alford coming in the game here. This is the first time we've seen him coming in for RJ Ogum. Bloom has the ball.
Cameron Wright's bringing the ball
48
down.
seconds here. Cameron Wright struggling to stay up a little bit there. Number 12 taking the ball. Quick alley-oop there to number 11. Slamming it down, extending the Bloom lead to 46.
Bloom is moving.
Cameron Wright with the ball, passing it out to Trace Williams. Marion Scott with the ball here.
Still communicating on the court, making sure able to recover.
Jump ball here. Just 5 seconds left here in this quarter. Score is 39-46. Vikings in a 7-point deficit here. Marion Scott with the ball. Passing it in to Isaac Stanback very quickly. Going up for 3. Just barely misses. And that's the end of the quarter. We've got our field reporter, Maeve Van Eden, down on the court right now with a Mr. Clawwitter, one of the deans of Homewood Flossmoor High School. Send it down to Maeve real quick.
Hi guys, I'm here with Mr. Clawwitter, Dean here at HF. So we've heard that you're participating in polar plunges here. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure, I do 24 hours, once an hour every hour for 24 hours, called the Super Plunge. All proceeds benefit Special Olympics. It's supported by the Law Enforcement Torch Run, and their sole beneficiary is Special Olympics Illinois. Last year they were the 2nd rated state in the country. Over $4 million they raised last year. So it's a great cause, ladies and gentlemen.
Awesome, and how come you do this every year? What is your reason?
My son has Down syndrome. He's 13. He just turned 13 last Saturday. So my wife and I have been, since he's been 2 years old, been doing all kinds of fundraising, specifically jumping in the water for the last 8 years, 24 times in 24 hours. It's not the funnest thing in the world, but we raise a lot of money for Special Olympics, so it's a great cause.
Great, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Back to you guys.
Quick look at the band here. They have been playing in support of the Vikings the whole night here. They're going to have a seat as Bloom takes the ball here on the sideline.
This is the last quarter of the game, Kenneth. Let's see what the Vikings can do. Let's see.
7-point deficit, more than possible to close that up. Bloom, quick ball movement here. Trace Williams defending. R.J. Ogun coming down with the rebound. Isaac Stanback going up for 2. He's going to dunk that real quick. Just lay it right on in there. 41-46, only a 5-point deficit now for the Vikes. Looking to close this gap as efficiently as possible.
Obvious travel on Bloom.
Marion Scott passing the ball in, and Brandon Brewer really quick here. Brandon Brewer to Trace Williams. Inside to Isaac Stanback. Trace to RJ, who's going to dunk the ball.
Trace Williams. Trace, that's your second team score.
Bloom crowd seemed upset after seeing R.J. Ogum slam the ball.
Just a 5-point deficit here. Number 1 on Bloom, who's been showing out this whole game.
Taking their time.
Newby fouled on the shot. That foul's on Stanback. That's his fourth. Team's fifth.
Isaac Stanback for his 4th foul of the game. Donovan Newby going number 1 here on Bloom Township, going to shoot the ball for his first free throw here. It's good.
Back in the game, Damon Trice.
Damian Trice in for Isaac Stanback here. Newby up for his 2nd free throw. and it's good. That will extend the lead here for Bloom Township to a 7 points. Brandon Brewer looking to work a quick move there. Passing it up. 6 minutes and 35 seconds left. That's a quick 2 points there for the Vikings. 43 to 48. 6 minutes and 23 seconds left on the clock.
Brandon Brewer seems to have good ball handling, which the Vikings need in order to make the shots they need to get.
Brandon Brewer foul. Trace Williams. James ball here.
The crowd seems to be yelling, "You can't guard him."
Brian Scott taking the ball, putting it up, dunking it very quickly there. 45 to 48 points. The Vikings are looking to close this gap. Just 3 points. 5 minutes and 55 seconds left here in Vikings basketball. Blocked by R.J. Ogum, number 10 of Bloom Township.
The crowd is live.
People are on their feet here in the stands. Quick 3 points there by number 12 on Bloom Township. Damian Trice with the ball. Brandon Brewer. Both teams still looking composed. Trace Williams coming inside. Quick floater for 2, but it's a foul. It's been called.
Last 5 minutes of the quarter. Let's go bigger at home now. Both teams got to give it their all now. All the energy.
5 minutes, 29 seconds left, and Trace is up for his free throws here. He's got 2 free throws. Trace Williams focused on the line here. First one's good.
Vikings hoping they can make any points they can there.
Trace Williams making his second free throw. Bloom with the ball, excuse me.
Crowd energy increasing.
Game's getting a little tighter here. Crowd's getting real excited. Brandon Brewer playing tight defense. Crowd's on their feet.
Brewer seems to be the crowd's main source of excitement.
Brandon Brewer only standing at 5'8". Next to Colin Fields and Jack Korn. Shortest player on the team here. Height being a large factor in basketball. Seeing him play such heavy defense must be rough. Number 11, first free throw is bad. Number 22 looking to put it back up. Scrambling for the ball. R.J. Ogun's going to come up with it. R.J. has been playing aggressive all night. He's got a fire in his eyes. Big man with a big attitude.
Now he's just hoping that RJ can make these shots.
Ogum at the free throw line. First one bounces out. Bloom with the rebound. Trace Williams. Tried to dunk it, misses. Number 22. Damian Trice is looking like he got hit in the face there. Number 1. Back with the ball here. Oscar Parrish. Quick dunk there. Number 2, Bloom Township. Extending their lead. Just 6 points, 47-53. Vikes are down here with 3 minutes and 55 seconds left on the clock. Trace Williams looking for 2, misses it. 22 from Bloom Township coming down with the ball.
Vikings need to get down. And the crowds are getting very engaged in this game, arguing what the referees call.
On both sides. Vikings are going to get the ball here. 6-point deficit with 3 minutes and 39 seconds left in the final quarter of Viking basketball here.
Referees are still engaging with the players and the coaches on Bloom's side.
Oscar Parrish waiting to receive the ball here. Bloom Township Trojans are going to call a timeout here. Band preparing to play yet again here. The cheerleaders are taking the court. It's the last 3 minutes here, John. What are you looking for out of both teams here to finalize what we've seen here tonight?
I'm just looking for, on the Viking side, for any chance that they get to make a shot, to be successful at it, have almost a complete accuracy in doing so, be strong on defense as well, stop Bloom from making any shots that they can, just taking their time, looking at the court, keeping that communication going, and I think they're going to do good. The band playing Rocky too, giving some motivation too, fitting the whole vibe of the event tonight.
Absolutely. The band playing absolutely phenomenally this whole night here, providing us with the musical score for this basketball game. Oscar Parrish with the ball. A lot of ball movement on the outside here. Marion Scott for 2. Just barely overshoots that. Stand back, looking to go back up, gets blocked. Hit in the face. Brad Klein, he's seen back on the court here for the 3rd time.
This is only what you can expect when a player like Standback always drives to the paint like that. But he always seems to get back up and recovers.
Looking like he got hit in the nose there.
Bloom players also checking that Standbacks. It's going to be okay.
Yeah. Standback, a strong, aggressive player.
And that's what the thing about this game, too. It seems like a lot of good sportsmanship between both sides that we've been seeing.
Absolutely. A lot of emotion in the players, but there's been no fighting, it seems like, which is great for the atmosphere here tonight.
A lot of fouls, but that's only normal for a game like this. High-paced shooting game.
Marion Scott, quick turnaround there. Number 12 coming down with the ball.
And still good. Good job preventing Marion Scott preventing from Bloom from scoring then there, getting in front of the player.
Number 22 on the Trojans. Preparing for his free throws. A lot of noise from the stands right now. First one's good.
Back to the game, Isaac Stanback for the Vikings.
Isaac back in for Trace Williams here. Both free throws are good. Extending the lead to 7 points here for the Boone Township Trojans. Quick three there by Isaac Stanback coming back into the game here.
Crowd going back and forth with one another. Good defense by the Vikings. Great defense by the Vikings.
Marion Scott taking the ball here. Passing in to Oscar Parrish.
So that still seems like he's trying to go for it. He's just resilient, just relentless. It's amazing how much like you can take and like still keep trying to do what you do.
Absolutely. 2 free throws here for Isaac Stanback. First one's good. These free throws are starting to count more and more as we're closing down here. 1 minute and 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Just a 4-point deficit here. Isaac Stanback looking to get his own rebound.
Kendadi's having a talk with his players.
4-point game here. Very tight, very reminiscent of the last game here.
That is true, not so much. That is true. Neck and neck almost. Not so much as this who can score the most at the time allotted.
Not too much breathing room here for either team. Each and every point counts. Bloom fighting to keep their lead right now. After the game, we'll be taking a look at Isaac Stanback, number 0. Coming down with the rebound, passing it to Oscar Parrish. Isaac Stanback has just been an absolute factor on this team here. He's been playing aggressive. He's taken some hits, but he's not backed down at all, showed no fear, stayed aggressive, and been on the court almost the whole game here, just performing to the best of his ability. trying to get as many points for his team as possible. Oscar Parrish
That fouls on 23, Moses.
on the free throw line. 2 free throws.
At the line shooting, Oscar Parrish.
These could count for a lot. Oscar Parrish up for his first free throw. And it's good. Now in a 3-point deficit, the Vikings closing this very quickly. Oscar Parrish looking to repeat his success here at the free throw line for his second free throw. Just barely misses here, number 11 for Bloom Township Trojans, coming down with the ball.
This pattern that we're seeing of relying on free throws is amazing how we're seeing it in both games.
Absolutely. Free throws are very important, especially when it comes down to the end of the game like this. Just a minute and 6 seconds left. Bandy Trice with the ball. Blocked by number 1 on Bloom Township. Tight game here, no breathing room for either team. 3 points away from tying the game. 4 away from winning. More than possible. Damian Trice looking like his knee is starting to bother him a little bit again here. He's going to go out to the locker room. Brandon Brewer coming in for him. Good ball movement. Trace Williams up for 3, misses it.
Seconds now just left this game.
47 seconds. After the game, we're going to take an interview with Isaac Standback, number 0. Quick timeout here.
The band is
Vikings
out.
Cheerleaders on the court as the band is playing. Both teams looking. Both teams looking very composed here, very focused in these huddles. Looking for what to do next. Bloom trying to maintain their lead. The Vikings trying to take it here. They've got 42 seconds left here in Viking basketball. It's going to be a tight one here, undoubtedly. Coach Kandati.
The energy was able to be maintained throughout the whole game amongst the crowd and the players.
The players are taking the court yet again here. A lot of discussion as the ball goes out. Number 12 with the ball. Trace Williams contesting him here. .28 seconds. Just 1-3 away from tying this game, the Vikings.
Down to the wire of this game.
26 and a half seconds left. 52 to 55. HF is down. Shooting 2 free throws. Number 0 for Bloom. First one's bad.
Like we said, that these free throws
count more and more. Second one's good. 4-point deficit now, 26 and a half seconds.
Vikings are rushing down the court, not wasting any time.
Timeout called by the Vikings.
Timeout called by the Vikings here. Coach Condotti
Timeout called by the Vikings.
looking to bring his players together. I'm sure get their in-game plan together here. Just 23 seconds left.
Cheerleaders are still coming out. Only 23 seconds left. The band is still on it. No one is dying down the energy until this game is over.
Yes.
Still 100% and not one little bit of energy gone.
Energy is still high here tonight in the stands on both teams. Even the cheerleaders still out here. Coaches deep in thought here. Women's coaches, by contrast, looking more aggressive, riling the players up here.
Oh.
23 seconds, more than enough time.
Could be Viking ball coming in.
Fast breakaway. Oscar Parrish to Brandon Brewer.
Brandon Brewer for three. Barely missing it there.
And a foul call.
Foul. Foul on RJ Logan, his fourth foul of the game. Number 23 for Bloom.
These players are signaling to their crowd to get on their feet.
And they follow suit, bringing energy here for these free throws. As he misses the first one. 13 seconds left.
And free throw miss. Brandon Brewer.
Dishing it outside for three. It's no good.
5 seconds.
Putting it back up for two here.
The Vikings are hoping that Stanback.
Shooting two. Stanback.
Stanback's got two free throws. 4 seconds left in the game. This can make the difference here for him. Misses the first one. Isaac Stanback for a second free throw, and it's good. Bloom Township with the ball. Trace Williams with the foul, only 3.6 seconds left in the game here. '53 to 56. Maddox missing his first free throw.
Timeout called by the Vikings.
Vikings calling a timeout. Coach Condotti calling these timeouts frequently here in the last 3.6 seconds
That's their last
of
timeout.
Viking basketball. Scores 53 to 56.
Every move is vital here for the Vikings.
Viking stands are clearing out a little bit up top there. as we await the end of this timeout. HF is very focused.
And none of them yet are saying that the game is over. And they still believe they can make something out of it.
3 seconds for one shot, more than possible.
Here at Thornton. They also will be playing in the Hinsdale tournament over Christmas break.
And Bloom's back for a
Second
free
free
throw.
throw here for number 12 on the Bloom Township Trojans. He makes it.
Vikings with the ball.
Has a stand back for three. Misses it, and that's going to end the game here for the rematch of Bloom Township versus Homewood Flossmoor. A little bit of trash talk in post-game between both our number zeros here.
Still a great game that we witnessed here today. A battle between the two.
This time ending 53 to 57. Bloom taking the lead here. As HF retreats into the stands here, we see the crowd start to empty out as the band continues to play here. Phenomenal game of basketball, very tight, high aggression, a lot of emotion coming out of both teams tonight. Absolute units, both teams. And we're gonna have Mae Van Etten, our field reporter, down with the Bloom coach. And here she is.
Hi guys, I'm here with Coach Maddox. Coach, you were down in the first half and then you came back in the second half here in the away opponent gym. How do you feel right now?
I feel awesome. God is good. We fought through the little adversity. We come out slow typically. Second quarter, we started establishing ourselves. We started sharing the ball and playing defense. That's the hallmark of our team, is to play good defense.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Coach. Back to you guys.
Once again, a phenomenal basketball game we just saw here. Absolute peak of energy you see here. Cheerleaders were out, palms were out, crowd was out, parents, students, teammates, everywhere. And it was just
gym was
unmatched
packed.
energy.
Fans were great, really supportive.
Absolutely. And that's going to bring it to a close here in the HF Auditorium. Vikings versus Trojans. This has been Viking Television. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you back here next time. Everyone, you have a good night.
You are now watching a Homewood Flossmoor High School Viking Broadcast Company student-run sports broadcast.